Hey everyone, this is John with JohnLoomer.com and John Loomer Digital on Facebook. And today I'm going to talk about how the new timeline for Facebook pages significantly impacts your use of tabs, what we called tabs before, but it is actually your apps on your page. This is part of a long series of tutorials that cover all the changes that impact your Facebook page. All right, so first of all, on the old format of your page, it was pretty nice. You would add apps or you create iframes and create a custom app, and you had a lot of room to add. Looks like you had 4 plus photos, but you also had a choice whether photos was even up there. Unfortunately, I guess it depends on how you look at it. The new apps, there are only 4 boxes in the new timeline. And you can view the other ones as well when you expand, but obviously those won't be featured that way. And you can't do anything about photos. Photos is by default showing first. So that really just gives you control over 3. And for me, I had 5, really. Well, 4. I had 4 custom apps. We consider the Aweber newsletter app as well. And then you can also consider the likes box that is in here, that has all the people who like your page in it. But for me, so it really comes down to these 4. What am I going to do? And there's one way you can check this out and decide, how to prioritize, and that's by looking at the traffic that was generated by those tabs previously, I guess you'd call them. You can go through your insights, and now you do it in your admin panel. This was kind of hard to find the first time I did it. And the insights is the last thing. Click on see all. You want to click on reach, and then go to the bottom, and here are your tab views. So for me, the welcome tab gets a lot, but that's partially due to ads, my tutorials, the Aweber email marketing, my let's talk, and then video gallery gets basically nothing, at least over the last, I think it's month. Yeah, the last month. So for me, it makes it pretty obvious what I should do, and that's not hide, but keep my video tutorials out of the main features. I could put the likes in there too. I just don't think that's important. So I'm gonna stick with these 3. That said, there is now another issue, and that has to do with these logos. So previously, these are all custom iframe, custom apps that I created, where I host, the content. And so when I created them, the only things that were necessary that showed up on my page were the icon and the title. So I didn't even bother with the logo, but now that's apparently an issue. So you will have to set a logo, and that's going to take some thought, because now I'm going to want to make something that's different for each one that draws attention to what it is. So this is just one more reason really why you should take your time before publishing your new timeline page, because you just want those things to be right. Now, a couple more things. I mean, as far as the welcome tab goes, previously you could set a default landing page for non-fans. That now goes away. There is no default landing tab. I mean, if there is one, it's actually just your timeline, which puts even more pressure on you to attract their attention, get their attention here with your cover photo, like my awesome cover photo right here. So but I mean, that said, you can still direct people to your welcome tab with ads, but suddenly you really have to kind of reassess everything about your apps now, just the way this is created. I mean, now even when you go into an app, you're going to see everything is different. So I'm going into my email newsletter sign up. It's separated from everything. There's no longer the links on the side, and the width. This is good and bad. The width is now a maximum of 810 as opposed to 520. So it's not nearly as restricting as it was before. That said, you got to do some scrambling now, because we got all this empty space. It just looks ridiculous. And this kind of impacts all of your apps. And so it's not just the page managers, but also the developers. But I assume the developers had some ample warning, at least I hope, and I'm sure they'll make the changes quickly. But in conclusion, it just looks there's so many things now regarding your apps that you need to reassess before publishing your new timeline, because you just have to decide really what do you need to prioritize. Got to make sure it looks right. These boxes have to be branded properly, and you have to just determine whether or not you have to determine whether or not the content of those boxes, those apps, even makes sense now in timeline. And you have to address the formatting now too. Now that the new 820 width or 810 width, that provides new opportunities, but you really need to go in and edit all these apps. So that's it. For more info on this, go to johnloomer.com or like my page on Facebook at John Loomer Digital. Thanks.